All right, guys, we're out today. We're playing a local municipal course, Lake Park, here in Louisville, Texas. Wide open course, very short course, but you can see very windy today. So today we're going to do a video on how to play in the wind. I'm going to talk you through what shots you need to hit, how to hit them, when you need to take the opportunity to try and score, and when you need to play it safe. So let's get right into this one. Enjoy the video. First hole, 405, dead into a 30-mile-an-hour wind. First thing I'm doing is I tee the ball up a little bit lower. You can see ball's a little bit back in my stance, and you're going to want to hit kind of downward blow on this one instead of up. You don't want to spin it and hit it high, as low as you can. About like that. Found the left side of the fairway. Only got 131, so it's still about 270 into the wind somehow. Kept it real low. Front pin location looks like it's on the left. Biggest thing here is to club up, obviously. You're dead into the wind. You want to put it a little bit back in your stance, and you want to hit a little bit of like a choke down, knock down. How you do that is a low follow through, and you're wanting, basically you're expecting it to spin back. So you're actually playing long of this hole. So I got 131. I'm gonna play it closer to 140. I got my 155 club, my 9-iron. We're gonna try and get it on the green, just get us a 2-putt par to start. Okay guys, even then we're still short. I could probably putt this, but into the wind is pretty hard, so I got 54 degree. Again, gonna put it a little bit back in the stance. I'm gonna raise my hands a little bit, toe down. Just kind of hit it and expect it to release just a little. Into the wind, you're gonna get more spin, so it's gonna check harder. Like that. Good par save there on one. On the number 2, par 5, 500 even, right on the dot. We got this OB left with rocks. If you land on the rocks, typically you get a nice little kick right back out. Wind is straight off the left, 25, 30 miles an hour. So I'm gonna aim down the tree line here, down the OB stakes with the little cut. Still teeing it a little low. We should be all right.
Much either. It'll be alright, I think. Did it come back? Yeah, it came back.
Found us another fairway, and we hit this one a long way. We only got 168 to the flagstick. Par 5. Wind again straight off the left. Pin's kind of over on the right. With the wind this hard off the right or off the left, you want to aim pretty far left, because when it hits, it's going to continue to the right even farther. You don't want it to land where the flag is. You want it to land left of the flag, so that when it releases farther to the right, you're even closer. So I'm going to aim, you can see those guys in the background. I'm going to aim just left of those guys out there with an 8-iron. Kind of hit just like a straight shot, maybe a slight cut to it, and let the wind just take it over there. No, that's low. Softly. Good Lord. We're gonna get away with that one, but I did not stay down on that one. I lifted up pretty badly. We bladed that one, kind of trying to keep it low and penetrating. Now we gotta go back into the wind. I got 54 degree. I probably need a 58. We're gonna try and land it just a little bit short, let it bounce on. Did not release like I wanted it to. Somehow we still have a birdie putt, kind of, just off the edge here. Gonna break quite a bit from right to left. Back into the wind, up the hill. Let's see if we can steal one here after a bad second shot. Oh, it hopped left on me. You're like, hopped left. Not a great par on that last one, a little disappointing, but we'll take pars all day today in this wind. Number 3, par 3, right at 150, straight downwind. A little bit uphill maybe. I've got pitch and wedge. We're gonna go right at this one. Nice and smooth. Yanked it. Softly. Yeah, except I'm all the way on the back of the green. That'll be fun. Got us about 30, 35 feet here for birdie down the hill. It's wanting to break to the right. The wind is off the right, so it's gonna kind of hold this up a little bit. Biggest thing is speed. Get it down there. It's a little bit downhill. Also, I'm not sure you can see on camera, but it is down grain as well. So biggest thing here is speed. That wind's just pushing it left. There it goes. Gosh. Another tester here for par. Should just break a little to my left, but again, wind is gonna be off my left. It might hold it just a little bit. Go right edge putt. Bad 3-putt there on that par 3. But we got a par 4 here that we might be able to get pretty close to. So wind straight off the right. Let's try and hit a good one. We're gonna aim way over at the cart path, teed it down just a tad. Just get it out there to the right, let the wind bring it back.
Good shot. On the left side of the fairway.
A little toey, but it'll work. Right in the center again, hitting the driver pretty well so far in this wind. Real quick tip for you, when you're in this high wind, tighten your hat one little loop, one little notch. We've already lost one in the group. We've had a couple blow off. I got 61 yards. Again, wind straight off the right. It's gonna hit and it's gonna wanna go left continually. Don't want it to land at the flag. You want it to land right of the flag here. 61 yards. Let's get that bogey back. Not a great approach there. I've been struggling inside of like 70, 80 yards. So wind gobbled it up just short. We got 54 degree. We're gonna try and chip it up. Should go a little to my left. Wind's gonna push it even farther left. So again, a little bit of a high hands, toe down. This one's gonna wanna release. That. Good par save there after a bad approach shot. We got a par 3, 182. But wind's gonna be off the right, pins over on the right. We can't really hit it right and let the wind come back because we got these trees. So I'm actually gonna club up maybe 2 here. I've got a 5-iron, 182. I'm gonna try and actually cut it and hold it against the wind. When you cut against the wind, it goes shorter distance. It wants to knock that ball down. When you draw with the wind, it's gonna go farther. So let's try and knock this one down. We're gonna aim right at the flag stick. A little bit of a cut.
It's gonna be on the left side of the green though with that wind. Good shot.
Got us a decent look at birdie, still pretty long. Feels like it's wanting to go left to right the whole way. Pretty straight otherwise. Just a little bit left to right. Get there. It's dead in the heart. Good par there. We are on to number 6, par 4, 395, wind again straight off the right. So we're gonna kind of take it over this tree over here and let the wind just bring it back. Got a lot of room left, OB right, so don't lose it right.
It should be right in the middle.
Let's go get it. All right, another fairway. We're on the left side here. From this angle, we're gonna be going a little bit back into the wind. We only got 125. Wind's off my right, a little bit back into it. So 125 would be a perfect gap wedge, but I'm gonna hit a little punch pitching wedge. I'm gonna aim at the right edge of the green, put the ball a little bit back in my stance, choke down just a little bit, and try and finish low to kind of get that punch effect. Lower penetrating ball flight. And it's not drawing. I pushed the hell out of that. That's exactly where I was aimed. Should have been here. I was there. All right, let's So what happened there is by putting the ball back in my stance just a little bit, if you don't hood that club face and close that club face just a little bit, that's what happens. You don't give your swing enough time to close that club face because the ball's back a little bit. So you push it right. When I pushed it right, it's going more into the wind, so we're just a little bit short and right. This one's going to be pitching a little bit downwind. It's going to release more. Looks like it's going to break to the left as well. Wind's off the right. So we're going to aim about 4 feet right of the pin here. Try and get it reasonably high, land it just short, and let it trickle on.
That's that way. Went down the hill.
Downwind, it's just not going to stop. God. All right, so we executed that pretty well, and again, just downwind, it doesn't want to stop. It's no spin releases, so we got this left for par down the hill. Looks like it's going to want to fall to my right there towards the end. So we're putting back into the wind, so it's going to be a little bit slower. Let's put a little extra pace on it. It's a good par save there. It was number 7. We got 148 par 3. A little back into the wind, a little off the right. Again, I'm gonna aim at the right edge of the green. I got 8 iron, which is like my 165 club. I'm gonna hit like a little bit punch shot. Remember, if you move that ball back in your stance just a little, hood that club, which means to close that club face just a little bit. I'm gonna aim at the right edge. We got OB right, bunker left, so. All right, guys, this is what I'm talking about, where you gotta allow for the release of the golf ball. Mine, I started off at the right edge of the green, was coming, hit here, and ended way over here. So that's why you don't wanna land it right at the flag. You wanna try and land it right at the flag. So we're just off the edge here. But up the hill, left to right, a little bit back into the wind. It's gonna wanna turn really hard once it loses pace because of the wind. So if you get a big gusts, you can step off. I mean, obviously don't take an hour to hit your shot, but if you get distracted or if you feel like you're about to blow over like that, you can stop. You can stop and wait till you're a little more comfortable. Wait for a lull in the wind, like now. Find your spot. That's it. Yeah, a little bit firm there. These are the ones you got to make to keep a round going. Don't blow it past. Should just be right edge. It's gonna be downwind, so it's gonna want to take off on you. Look at that thing just take off left. I hit that exactly where I wanted, and I hit a good putt. Number 8, another bad 3 putts. We have 2 3 putts on the par 3s for 2 bogeys. Otherwise, we're playing decent. I'm gonna aim between the trees up there. There's a tree there and tree there. Wind's off the left into, teed it down. It's gonna swing pretty normal. It's gonna want to cut, so.
Perfect.
It was cutting as low.
Behind the tree?
Okay guys, another fairway. We are sitting pretty. Only about 45 yards here. Again, we've been struggling inside of kind of 75 yards. So we're gonna try a new approach. I got the 54 degree instead of the 58. We're gonna try and hit it a little bit lower. One hop and stop kind of thing. It's got a downhill and then an uphill. It's gonna want to kick to the right. So I'm gonna aim a little left of it. We also got wind straight off my left. Let's see if we can't put one close, get us a birdie. We'll get a par 5 next, so. Sit. What are we doing, dude? All right, so another bad shot. I've got to get in the simulator or something and just figure this out. I am not, just no confidence. So when you got this much fairway between, you kind of want to get up to the green and figure out once it gets on the green, what's it going to do? It's definitely going to go to my right, a little downhill. See if we can't steal one right here. Biggest thing here is speed. Take a par, but that's just... It's time to get one or maybe even two back here. We got 505, par 5, straight downwind. There's literally nothing. You go left or in the fairway of number 1, right, you have to go so far right to get into the crap. So we're just gonna absolutely swing hard at this one. Get it down there as far as we can. I'm gonna tee it up about normal height on this one. Go get it. That's another fairway. I think we hit every fairway on the front, which is a good thing, especially in this wind. We got 153 straight downwind, a little bit off the right. So we're gonna aim right at the center of the green. I've got pitching wedge. It's about my 140 club, 138 club. We're just gonna hit it full. We're gonna aim right at that tree in the background, the trunk of that tree. It's just a good one. All we're worrying about here is getting on the green. Go! I think we're okay, maybe a little long. We air milled the hole, which is good, I guess. We're on the green. Got to putt at it. Leave it in!
Yeah, go. Got it.
It's gonna be going back into the wind, up the hill, down the hill, right to left. So we're not really expecting to make this eagle putt, but you definitely want to have an easy one for birdie from here. I'm hoping y'all can hear me with this wind. It is insane. Finally a birdie!